Hello guys, in this video I'm going to unbox and assemble the Tiger 2 or Königstiger 1-72 model from Revell. The Tiger 2 was a German heavy tank of the Second World War and the most powerful tank on the battlefield at that time. So let's start.
Here you can see the colors which are required in order to paint the model. They are not included in this package, and also you need some tools. Let's unbox it and see what's inside. So here you have the instructions how to build the model, and then some stickers. Then you can see all the parts, the plastic parts, and then the assembly instructions step by step for the whole tank, and then the colors. And those are the plastic parts, pretty small because it's a 1-72 scale model.
First of all, I washed all plastic parts of the model in soapy water and then let them dry well. Now let's have a look at the basic tools which will definitely help us assemble the model. As a beginner, I just got a basic set of modeling tools which costs about $20 and includes a ruler, a cutter, some files, as well as some needle nose pliers, a screwdriver for opening the paint boxes, scissors and paper cutters. Parts that are smaller than 1 cm must be painted before they are cut and removed from the sprue. After opening the enamel color container lid, stir the content with a stick of a wooden toothpick. I thought that placing the wheels on the edge of toothpicks in order to paint them easier was a good idea, but the wheels are not stable enough for the painting job. That's why I used the tweezers to hold each one with the left hand, and with the other hand I applied the paint. Use a wider brush for painting parts with larger surfaces. When the paint has dried, remove the parts of the tank wheels and assemble them by putting a small amount of glue in the contacting surfaces and pressing with your fingers so that they come into contact, and let the glue dry. Indicative waiting time for the glue to dry is just a few hours. I mixed 70% and 30% of the Revell enamel colors numbered with 83 and 91 and then painted the truck pieces. I would suggest that you paint the large parts of the trucks once you have them in place and the glue has dried. Then, using a file, I smoothened the sides. Cut with caution the tiny parts for the trucks because they are fragile. Assembling the trunks is the most difficult part, as it requires a lot of precision both in placing the parts next to each other and also in the initial placement of the larger parts in the right places. That's why you should have a look carefully and follow the exact steps described in the instructions in order to have a good result. Now you'll need the tweezers and the other tools seen at the beginning of this video, as the parts are very small and difficult to handle with bare hands. Next step is mounting both sides of the tracks to the tank bottom. Let the glue dry and continue with the upper part. Use a file to remove any material left at the places where the part was attached to the sprue. You'll have to place some weight or retaining clamps to hold the top and bottom part together. Continue by installing the radiator, exhaust pipes, etc. Small parts need a very small amount of glue, just one drop is enough to stick and stay in place. Very small parts, such as the front light and the machine gun mount, require special attention during assembly because it's very difficult to place them correctly and precisely. It is just as difficult as painting, which requires hand stability and a very fine brush. So I painted the exterior small parts like the cables, metal tools, like the shovel, with a Revell number 91 color. When assembling the tank tower, you have to be careful not to glue the part that holds the gun barrel, as this must be a movable part. I drilled a hole in the barrel in order to make it look realistic. The dart is rotatable, as well as the cannon goes up and down, while other parts of the model are static. Place the machine gun and the spare truck parts on the top of the tower. I painted the exterior with blue-grey matte color, as this is a development prototype and doesn't have the camouflage paintwork of the Tiger II. Painting the machine gun is also quite difficult, as there are two different colors to be applied. For the metallic parts, the 09 matte black, and the 382 for the wood stock. Finally, I painted the sides of the trucks and some details. And that's it. The final result looks quite nice, don't you think? Although one side of the tracks does not look good, I think overall it's not a bad result, as this is my first work on a 1:72 model track. If you have any suggestions for improvements that I can implement when assembling the next model, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and bye bye!